Hello folks, and welcome back to .hack Infection, to Bursting Past Over Aquafield. Take it away, Orca.
Before we get going, let me explain to you about the camera control. During the game, enemies will attack from all directions. The idea is to adjust your view quickly to see your enemy and grasp the situation. I'll explain more later, but remember, you can only use skills on targets you can see. Basically, if you don't use the camera right, you'll be dead before you know it. First, rotate the camera. Push either the L1 button or the R1 button to move the camera. Good. Next, let's zoom in and zoom out.
Okay, until they get to the battle part, I'm going to continue to talk because I have some things to say that I want to make sure I actually get out. And Orca's just going over tutorial stuff once again.
That's it. Finally, you reset the camera by pushing the R2 button.
Now, I've said before that there are...
There you go. Remember, when the battle starts,
there are other parts of .hack than just the games. There are the TV shows, and there are actually a couple of books. I have...
This is the it's the lowest level in the area. Maybe three
different book series. Somebody can correct me in the comments if there are three, but I know there's at least two different series that are actual books.
Are some of the field types. You can set them with keywords.
I don't mean mangas, I mean books, like they're cover-to-cover words. A couple pictures for chapter or whatnot, or effect, but words. And the first series is called AI Buster, which is actually
that area will be a water element stage.
Before, or takes place before this series. So it's the first ones of the series, which I may actually read those to all of you at some point.
Combine words to get different elements.
And don't mind the music kind of freaks out. For some reason,
let's get going on our quest. First,
the
check the
game
map top right.
kind of messes with my computer or
See
something
the red
like that.
Down arrow on it? That's the gate to the dungeon.
And before I continue on that spiel about the first series called AI Buster, I'm going to let Orca finish and go on to the battle.
The goal is to reach this statue. But enemies are often tougher down there, so gain some levels above ground before you head below. Okay, wait a sec. By using the fairy's orb, hidden data on the map becomes visible, like this. Yellow areas on the map show magic portals, where you encounter monsters and treasures. Alright, how about we go pick a fight? Head for one of the magic portals. For a basic attack, approach the target and press the X button. By the way, a cursor appears on the target, so that you can check its name and hit points. Try using a basic attack to defeat some monsters. You have to get the hang of it, right? Okay, let's try using skills. Press the triangle button to open the menu, and select skill. Okay then. Choose Rep from the list. When the target cursor appears, select the target and press the X button to execute. That's it. Pretty easy, huh? You can a party member for recovery or remedy skills, and the enemy for attack skills. Remember, you can only apply skills to targets within your view.
And that is very important to the series. You have to be able to see the target.
So that your target comes into view.
And you have to be near enough for the skill. That's also an important part.
It's your turn to tell me what to do by using chat command. Okay, I'll teach you the command to get your members to heal. Okay then, press the square Next, go ahead and choose First Aid from the menu. Well, it's good to be the boss, isn't it? If you use it well, you can bunch up on the enemy, or give separate orders to each party member. When you add new members to the party, try various chat commands to see their effects. That's it for now. Just remember what you learned. Start exploring. When you think you're ready, we'll head for the dungeon.
Okay, we're just going to explore the field here just a small bit. And I can get back to my chatter. Although you saw the battle system there, at first you would think it wouldn't be that exciting, because it's just you wailing on the X button, but it has the same kind of effect that Kingdom Hearts has, where you're doing the same thing, but then you're also using skills, and I don't know, it's just really great in my opinion. And as you can see, Orca is much higher level than we are. And this is where Orca comes in from the book. Actually, Orca is from A.a. Buster, or he was in there. There are other characters that were in that series as well that are in the second, or in the game series that started it. Or that didn't really make any sense.
Strange feel. Maybe I should throw in a weapon or a piece of armor.
We'll get to see what these Spring of Mist does at some point. Actually fairly soon.
Whenever you want me to do something, use the chat command. Whenever you...
And this was me trying to see if I couldn't trade with him so I can actually get a piece of armor to show this off, but I can't. Excuse me. But yeah, Orca is from the other series, or by that I mean he has some place in the other series where he's actually a very, very strong individual. Which, if I read the A.a. Buster series to you, you'd see how. But I'm not going to spoil anything too bad. Just note that he is very strong. And
now we can start exploring the dungeon. One thing you need to remember is that you can't gate out when you're in a dungeon. To gate out and return to the town, you have to go back to the field. The sprite Ocarina will warp you to the surface, but you can't use it during battle. This is the treasure box, but you knew that, right? You should know that there are two types of treasure boxes, normal and booby-trapped. This one's normal. Hit the X button to open it. This one's booby-trapped. Notice the different color? Try to open it as is, and you're screwed. Just use the fortune wire on it. This item will disarm the trap. See?
anyway, this is one of the parts of the game that actually eats up the most time. The game itself, if it was just story, would be very short, or pretty short. It wouldn't be very short, but it'd be pretty short. But dungeoneering takes up the most time. And therefore side quests take up the most time too, because you'll have to go through dungeons. That's kind of how an MMO would be. And what was that? It's a girl and a thing.
What the? Did you just see that?
Yeah. Was that thing chasing her?
Yeah, but something like that on this level?
Alright, and for most of the time when I'm doing dungeoneering, it'll depend. This is me trying to change the map around. And just ignore that data drain thing. It's not important. Because I forgot it took up such a big view on it, and it was kind of bugging me. So I was trying to see if I couldn't change that. But you can't really. So, you'll just have to get used to it, just like I will. You can also use a fairy orb in the dungeons to see where you want to go.
Better watch out! We're trapped in here! In the dungeon, there are rooms with traps everywhere. The only way to get out of a trap like this is by activating all the magic portals in the room. Alright, let's charge to that magic portal.
And because it's Orca, he's just going to kill the target. Yep.
Alright.
This is the exit, so I'm going to speed up the rest of this, because I want to explore the whole thing now. Music is freaking out because it's so fast. Anyway, down to B2. And this is how it mostly works. You go from the field to B1 to B2. Sometimes that's different, but that's mostly how it works. If you're first playing through this, do not go forward. That will bring you to the event. And these giant flies are annoying because they poison you. Although poison in this game is not really all that big of a deal. Because it, as you saw there, it only takes away one, and it only lasts for a certain amount of time. It's not indefinite. It only lasts for a certain amount of time, and yeah, certain amount of time doesn't necessarily do like percentage-based damage. It does 1 point of damage. That's it. This is me trying to kill everything and I can't. Anyway, you get all dungeon portals opened if you open everything, which most of the time I do. But sometimes, like you'll see later, where I'm just going through a dungeon, and I used a fairy's orb, didn't mean to, and opened the treasure chest and it exploded. So, Orca, heal me. Other times I will not take forever to do dungeoneering. It's only on occasions that I'll actually show it where I'm taking forever, otherwise it will probably be sped up and put to music. Unless I have stuff to say.
Statue is. There's only one of them at the dungeon's deepest level, and you can get rare items from it. That's enough adventure for now. Let's grab the treasure and get back to town, shall we? If we had a Sprite Oak Arena, we could warp out of here. But we don't have one. So we gotta go back the way we just came.
This is a Got statue, if you didn't catch that. If I remember right, Got was a legendary being at some point. It goes with the world's mythology. Anyway, we got steel blades, which is a slight improvement to our amateur blades, so we'll use those. Now, armor does not change your appearance, but weapons will change. At what your daggers or swords or axes or pole arms or so on look like. This does not look good. Hello, ghosty girl. with an infinity sign on
Was the
your,
rumor true?
your thing.
Take this.
Huh?
Please take this. There's no time. Please.
What's this?
A great force. The power it holds can bring forth either salvation or destruction at the whim of the user.
You're...
It's coming.
Screwed is what you want to say. You're screwed. Also not very good.
Run. It'll kill you. What the hell? What is this? Something wrong. Nothing works. It wasn't supposed to be this way. I'm sorry. Get out of here!
Kite, get out of there! Move!